Nationalization means everything will be under the government control. Okay. So in 1970, nationalization of capital good industries took place. Pakistan then shifted its policy oriented in late 1917 and 1980, when the major thrust were denationalization and encouragement of the private sector. So what happened later in 1970, Pakistan nationalized everything. But late 1917 and 1980s, Pakistan denationalized and encouraged the private sector, because Pakistan got to know that it is not possible for government to control each and everything, and because of this, our economy is not improving. Right. And during this period, Pakistan also received financial support from the Western nation and remittance from the continuously increasing outflow of immigrants to the Middle East. This helped the economy in stimulating economic growth. So at that time, Pakistan got help from Western countries as well as from the Middle East and everything. So because of this, Pakistan economy grew. Next, the government at that time also offered the incentive to the private sector. All this created a conducive climate for new investment. So over here, what government did? Government said that if you will do, you will start anything, or you will start industries and everything. So we will be giving you the incentive to the private sector. And so everyone was like, okay, government is giving incentive. So everybody started for, development industries and everything. Then in 1988, economic reform were initiated in the country. So in 1988, economic reform were started in Pakistan. Clear? So these were the things Pakistan did. So you can write these 3 points.
Okay, 3 more.
Yes.
Starting from that in the
In
1970s.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can just make it 4 points. Just make 1 point till here, then the next point till here, and then next, then next. Okay, that will be easy to learn.
Okay. Done.
Okay. Now we'll be doing the next one, which is basically the slide demographic indicators of India, China, and Pakistan. They are the demographic indicators. So demographic indicators are estimated population, density, annual growth of population, sex ratio, fertility rate, and urbanization. Okay. So first, let's just compare the population, estimated population. So over here, you can see China has the highest population near about India and the least in Pakistan. So China has, what you will write, you
What
will
year
give a
is
heading.
this?
Sorry,
What year is this?
this year, 2015.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait,
So China,
Indian census happened in 2011.
yeah, but over there they have not. This is not for India only, na. It's for all the three countries. So you have the latest of 2015 only. Okay, it's not only
Okay.
about India, na. We have all the three countries, so we have to check whether they are updated or not.
So it
Right?
is back then.
Hmm.
Okay.
So let's just see. In population, China has the highest population, closely followed by India. Right? India is somewhere near about. If we look at the global population, out of every 6% living in the world, one is Indian and other is Chinese. The population of Pakistan is very small and accounts for roughly 1/10 of the China and India. So over here you can see that China has highest, India, and then India, and China, like in Pakistan, like even it is not 1,000, right? So it is half of India and China population. Clear? Then we will see
Okay, that's
density.
1,000 and that's 100.
Yes. So we will see density. Density is, for example, this is the area in 1 kilometer, how many people are living, right? So see, though over here you can see in India, density is 441. Like in 1,000, like 1 kilometer, 441 people are living. China, then in Pakistan, then in China. Okay. Why it is so? For example, you have 10 people. If they will live in this area and this area, I think this area will be more congested because this area is small, right? So especially because
Yes.
China is the largest nation and geographically occupies the largest area. That's why its density is low as compared to India and Pakistan. Clear?
Yes, but India had more like a population and still
Yes.
Pakistan is more dense.
Hmm. So that's all about how you are living because Pakistan is not that much big, na? It's not that much as compared to India. That's
Okay,
why.
does this count the other like what's that Andaman and Nicobar? It
No, no,
count
no,
those?
no, no. No, no, no.
No.
Only the area.
Okay.
And then annual growth of population means how your population is growing. So over here you can see India's growth rate. It's Pakistan, more and more people are growing. India is okay, but in China you can see it's very least. Why it is so? See, the population growth in is highest in Pakistan, followed by India and then China. Now the question is why it is not even 1, it is 0.5, half, right? So why it is so? Because China introduced one child policy, one child norm. In this, it was like everyone, like every parents, they will have only single child, right? If anyone will have more than one child, they will have to pay fine, plus they will not get the government job, like this. Okay, so that's why if this is a policy in China, then of course their population growth will be low, definitely, right?
Yes, population growth is low, but population is
Yes.
still same.
Population is growth, but population growth is low because this is from early. They introduced recently, like few years back, right? To
Yes.
control the population, they introduced this one child policy. Okay. Now sex ratio. Sex ratio is basically in 1,000 male, how many females are there, right? So over here, what happened when you have only the preference that you can have only one child, so everyone will prefer that they will have a boy child, right? So because of this, you can see China's it's like 941, Pakistan 947, and India 929. So because of one child policy, the sex ratio is low and biased against females in the all the three countries. Okay, why? Because everyone prefers son over females, right? And now because of this, what happened? China removed this one child policy because China got to know if they will start the one child policy, there will be less young population, right? But the old population will be more. And if you want to grow your country, you should have more young population, right? So that's why China removed this. And because of this, what happened? Elderly population in this leads to allow couples to have two children. So China removed it, and China was like, now you can have two people, two children. And then fertility rate, it is highest in Pakistan, then India and China, right? Because you know the policy. So fertility rate is low in China and very high in Pakistan. Urbanization, it's very high in China, with India having only 33% of the people living in India. This is what the ratio. Okay, so it's highest China and lowest India. Clear? So this is how
Okay.
you are comparing the demographic indicators. If someone will ask you what are the demographic indicators, population, density, annual growth of population, sex ratio, fertility and urbanization, they are the demographic indicators.
Ma'am,
Clear?
what comes under urbanization? Like what all
Urbanization,
things?
how many people are living in urban area?
Only that no industrial development
Yeah,
or
in urban area you have everything, na? In urban area you have industry, modernization, good hospital facility, good education system. Everything is urban area and rural area. Urban area is more developed. So if more and more people are living in urban area, that means they are getting the benefit of urbanization, like industries, good schooling, good health, good infrastructure and everything, right? So if more people are urbanized, that means it's a good indicator for the country. Okay, if less people are urbanized, then it's not a good indicator. Clear?
yes, teacher. If we like move all these industries and marketing and schools to village, then will it be a village or it will be
No,
urbanized?
that will be turned into urban area, na? What is the difference between urban? In urban area, everything is there, but in rural area, it's not. If you will bring everything in rural area, that will also become urban area, right? It will be no more
Okay.
rural area. Na? Rural area is rural area because they over there you don't have any facility. That's why it's a rural area, backward area, right? If you will bring everything, automatically you will change it into urban area. That's a urbanization, right?
Okay, which include education and healthcare
Hmm.
facilities.
Education, infrastructure, industries, modernization, job facilities, in lot many things. Okay.
Okay.
So you will write saline on demographic indicators of India, China, and Pakistan. First, you will write estimate population. Then you will write this. Then second, over here you will write density of population. Then you will write this. Then you will write population growth. Then you will write this. So that you know what you are writing. Don't write in paragraph. First make a heading. Then write the paragraph. Okay.
Okay, and
Clear?
is the table important?
No need to draw the table.
Or then down I'll write all that numbers.
Yes, just write this and just write the indicator and then explain the paragraph. That's it.
Okay. Man, down. Next one. Down. Done.
Done, Halima?
Yes.
Okay. Now we will be discussing about the GDP growth rate in India, China, and Pakistan. So you can see India it was 5.7 and then it increased to 7.3. China it was 10.3 but it decreased to 6.8. Pakistan it was 6.3 but it decreased to 5.3. Right? So let's just see. So over here China has the second largest GDP. Right now China has the second largest GDP. Okay, and India has this 40% of China and Pakistan has this 12% of India. Okay, see at that time what was happening, you can see that 10.3, then you will write this. When many countries were finding it difficult to maintain a growth rate of even 5%, China was able to maintain near double digit growth rate for one decade, right? So at that time China was having a double digit growth rate, right? Then in 1980, Pakistan was ahead of India. China was having the double digit growth and India was at the bottom. Right? In 1980, this was the situation. Then in 2011 and 15, there was a decline in China's growth rate where Pakistan met with the drastic decline at 4%. Some scholars hold the reform process introduced in 1988 in Pakistan as political instability over a long period of time as the reason behind this trend. Over here, you will mention one more line. India GDP growth rate increased. Clear? This line you will add over here because they have not mentioned about India. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. You will write GDP growth rate trends in India, China, Pakistan. Don't need to draw this. Just write the heading, then I'll scroll it down.
Done. Down.